So I'm on my way from Houston to Austin, but I got a couple stuff that I want to bring and I need to keep it cold. So I had to stop by CVS, grab a cooler like this and get some ice and all that kind of stuff. But you know what would make it a lot easier? Introducing my NewAir cooler slash refrigerator slash freezer. The construction of this thing is built really well, and there's a couple of things that I just want to highlight. I really like the handle on here. It's got a soft grip and it just pulls out pretty easily. And as you have this handle over here, you also have the smaller handle outside, so you can just lift it up like you would a normal cooler. But on those rare occasions where you have a bunch of bottles in your cooler and no one has a bottle opener, there's also a bottle opener on the side right here that you can access really easily. Now getting into the inside of this cooler, we got this deeper compartment over here, which is kind of the refrigerator setting, and then this more shallow one that's got our freezer setting. But again, you can still use this as a regular cooler. You can still fill up with ice. As we lift open this door, you can see these lights on the side that turn on, so that when we're outside, you're in the dark, you'll still be able to see whatever you need to see. On this lid, you can pull this tab up. You have this mini cutting board right here that you can cut up your limes or your lemons or whatever you need for your drinks as well. You have this extra seal that, a lot of times when you're using coolers, sometimes it doesn't close all the way nice and tight. But because it's this little seal that we have in the corners, it matches up perfect with the edges. You get a really nice tight seal, and then you can contain all that, especially if you are using the refrigerator settings and stuff like that. It'll stay nice and cold. Sometimes the way that the door opens might not be the best in terms of having this handle where, again, it has that soft grip, and maybe you're putting it against a wall and maybe you don't want this all scratched up. The only way that people can access it is from a certain side. One really cool thing is you can actually take this door off and flip it to the other side. So I'll show you real quickly. So you can take the door off. Any situation, you can find the best way to kind of place this cooler and not really have to worry about it. So now that we talked about the kind of more the normal things that you would see in a cooler, now let's talk about the things that are a little more specific to this piece itself. So this is a side of the cooler where we have that soft grip handle. And this is where we have kind of like our settings for the fridge and also our cooler. Right here we got our power settings, so if we wanted to, turn that off and then turn it back on right here. This is going to be the department for the fridge, and this one's going to be for the cooler. And these are our two temps that they're running at right now. But we can also change the temps to however we need to, and then we can switch the cooler and again change the setting however we need to from there as well. So on this left-hand side, we have this USB flap that I'm sure all of us nowadays, when we're going out, we always need at least one. So that's a first look at this NewAir cooler slash fridge slash mini freezer. And I feel like I'm going to end up using this thing a lot. When I go grocery shopping and things like that, if I'm going to a butcher shop but doing groceries elsewhere or I have to run errands, I would love to have this thing in my car just so I can, I don't have to worry about certain things that are temperature sensitive, and I can just kind of take my time. Also, if you guys like doing things like going camping, fishing, hunting, this is kind of like that perfect thing to have around where you can keep things at the temp that they need to be. You can also buy an attachment for a solar panel so that if you don't have access to electricity, you can stick that on there and keep this thing powered. So if you're interested in purchasing one of these, I'll leave a link down in the description below, as well as giving you guys a promo code for 10% off by using the promo code JOEYIN. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and just being able to check out some new equipment is always super awesome. Thank you to the people at NewAir for sending this over. Like I said, initially I wasn't really sure what I want to do with this, but I think as I kind of go up towards the summer where it's going to be really hot in Chicago, and there are certain things that I want to do, especially when I'm cooking in my backyard or cooking outside, this thing is definitely going to come in handy. So if you found this video helpful, please make sure you like, subscribe, share this video with your friends, and I'll see you guys in the next one.